pocket. He's physically in his prime, so he takes great care of himself, and that's going to help his team.
I thought Frank Rex was trying to get my age. That would be okay. Maybe not. That could be it for Tom's River at the Little League Softball World Series. Coming tonight, girls staring down elimination. That's when they're at their best. Facing Puerto Rico and Greenville, North Carolina, Taylor Brown went the distance and gets some help from her fielders. That is no easy catch on a hard hit ball, gets them out of the jam. Then Tom's River gets clutch in the bottom of the inning, scoring 3 runs, all with 2 outs. New Jersey beats Puerto Rico 4-1. They have won 3 straight elimination games. 2 more to go, starting with Kentucky in tomorrow's semifinal. That's all that stands between them and the Little League Softball World Series title. They're great softball.
That would be exciting.
Yeah, would it?
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? This is Mr. Harry from Shoot the Breeze, where us guys talk about anything and everything on the Tunisian Sun. So, how everybody doing? How everybody feeling? Sorry I'm late. I had to run take care of something, so tired. I'm out of it right now. I got me a little drink. I wish I could show you what it is, but I can tell you what it is. It's beer.
There's nothing like the original. Henry's Pavers with our unique tech process and beautiful for years to come.
It's Friday. Get your drink on. Have a little fun. Have a little anything. I got my water on the side over here because I need it. So how everybody's day been going on? How everybody been doing? Everything. So let's talk. I got a few things I'm gonna talk about. One thing I want to talk about is this Nolan Wells thing and this Officer Brandon Tatum. I mean, I don't know much about this Officer Tatum. I can't really talk about him that much. All I know is the stuff that he be saying is kind of worrisome for me, because how can you talk down about your own kind when at the end of the day it's like this? Here's a scenario out. Let's say the white supremacists got everything that they want. They got everything that they really wanted. And the first thing they said was, all blacks, all other cultures of the United States. Now, the thing is, where are we supposed to go? And what are we supposed to do? Right? They said there's well, if we can't get real, let's put them in the desert. Let them survive out there in the desert. They like the heat so much. Let's throw them out there in the desert. All right, cool. Put us out there in the desert. Think that the desert is gonna break us and do this, do that, the third, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. What you think is gonna happen to Officer Tatum, Candace Owens, Marlon Gaines, a whole bunch of other people who sit up here and actually bash black people and other minorities? What do you think is gonna happen to them? They're not gonna be welcome in an all white America. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna throw them out. Then they're gonna want us. Then Officer Taylor and them gonna be like, well, we can go back to my community. How? We don't want you in our community. You bashed us all this time. You gave them what they want. Now they happy. You think they're gonna let you in their community? Oh, because you no. The white woman will stay. You and your kids, biracial kids, everything, they're out the door. They don't want y'all here. So you're gonna be in the same boat with us. But the thing is, you can't stay with us. So you gotta go someplace else, or go all the way in the far end in the corner of where we settle at, all the way at the deep end where nobody can see you, and survive on your own with the rest of the coons and hated people, colored people, black people who hated their own kind. So I don't know what you're gonna do. Oh, that's all I'm saying. What you gonna do then? You can't be sitting up here talking about. You can't be sitting up here talking about. Oh, we should pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. That's lame as it can be. That's the lamest thing I can be. And if we did for the stuff that's constructed to keep us down so strong now more than ever because of Trump and his administration, that it's going to be more harder for us and easier for those white supremacists. Now, I don't know about QR, but when the day comes when America becomes all white nation and black Americans don't have no say in anything no more, when that day comes, I feel sorry for those people. I feel sorry for those Brandon Tatum, Candace Owens, all of them. I don't know what's going to happen to them.
At this point, all we're doing is just dropping in basic shapes. Don't worry about it. There we go. And you're really participating to the canvas using a lot of pressure.
I wish I had some more beer.
Push, bang the bristles.
That's what I gotta do from now on. Buy me at least 8 6-packs of beer.
There we go.
Have them on the ready for me for Friday or any day I need a drink of beer.
Think they ought to be. That's where they ought to be.
I know you two got something against people. That's why I put in a cup. I can't sponsor alcohol or anything like that, but we can sponsor everything else. So why we can't sponsor alcohol? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, another here and there. I'm gonna.
A couple of years ago, my mother lives in Florida. Brought her up to Alaska.
Anyway,
took her salmon fishing. Let her catch a great big.
This Nolan Wells investigation, anything like I said before, I'm thinking that this boy was murdered. It's just my simple opinion. Y'all probably might say, how can I say that?
Right there. Start off by just touching the canvas to sort of give you a guide. Use the corner of the brush at first. Maybe this one just runs right on off the canvas.
And I'm not.
Just begin.
Anybody could say that. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that because it's not true. You don't know. Well, the evidence suggests that something did happen, and his so-called friends are in the middle of it. And so far, they ain't say nothing about what happened, what's going on, or anything. They kept giving excuses and not giving nobody no direct details of what's happening. I talked to the cops, and there's a lot of
Always try to remember to do the thing as father's to wait first, so you have to make all right decisions.
How everything is, you know what I'm saying? They're not keeping this. They're like they talk to them together to keep their story straight. Now when they get apart, it's like they fighting each other, and I don't understand why, because this is your so-called friend. You want to tell the parents everything what's going on, but you acting like
Just about anything.
it's not
I've got samples.
feasible for y'all because y'all don't want to get in trouble. The thing is, something happened on that. Something happened out
Work
there,
around and play.
and they not saying
Kill
unless
all that beautiful dark that you put in there. As you work down the tree, things you get
something happens for them.
allowing the brush to pick up the colors.
I'm thinking that
You don't have to spend
something did happen,
It happens.
and they don't want no problems.
And begin highlighting some of these things.
They're gonna start putting the because what I think what they should do, talk to them separately. That's what they're supposed to do in the beginning anyway. Talk to them separately, compare notes about what they were saying, and see if all that is true or not.
Drop these rascals and let them fall off your brush. You worry about shape in your tree. What makes a tree round? Look at how the leaves. There's patterns in nature. And you need to
Once they find out,
kill all the dark areas of trees.
once they compare the notes and see that the
Very flat, they'll have no shape.
what they were saying doesn't hold up, then you can start analyzing and cutting through everything just to see
Oh, there's a little trunk right there.
what happened.
Bush. Maybe there's some trees over here in the foreground. You don't really have to make any big decisions yet. In a minute you will. There's another little trunk. This grows right kind of like that. And while I've got this brown on the knife here, Van Dyke brown, a little touch of umber in it. Now we can begin. Maybe there's some ground showing in places. So we just lay it in at random right now. I'm not too worried about it. Just putting the dark in so when we highlight this, it'll look like land. Maybe there's some that comes right down here. Wherever you want it. There we go.
I'm thinking that one day, sometime,
Gotta have a way to walk out
This-
and catch a big trout.
hopefully before the end of the year, they really get there. I was trying to formulate something in my head, but I'll hopefully think that by the time.
Just to grade down a little bit. And very gently here, using no pressure.
And
Pressure. Just let this glide right across it. And you want the paint to break like this so it has little holes in it.
excuse me.
Kill all that dark that you've worked so hard to put in there.
I hope something happens,
There we
a
go.
big break that will just shut everybody up and keep everybody
All right. Now we can go back to putting some highlights
Out.
on the bushes and the trees and bring all that together. Little yellow ochre.
that really helps.
Green.
For businesses of all sizes, T-Mobile is reinventing business internet with super broadband. Powered by America's fastest 5G internet plus Starlink satellites. Super broadband reaches every zip code in the U.S. So your critical data stays online, even through disruptions. T-Mobile now delivers super broadband. Super broadband, a new era of business internet.
Wait, no!
Same walk, same bus route, same frustrations. Every day feels the same. Until one game turns the wait into
We gotta feel.
She's making money playing a game.
Yeah, I just won $25.
Yeah,
Hey,
like I said,
first deposit.
I had a drink earlier today, not too long ago, and I don't feel so. Excuse me if I feel a little,
Skills turn
you know,
into
feeling happy.
Download that. You get paid to play.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is, it's doing well. Is it? It's really getting kind of wonky. It's okay. Because the thing is, the first thing you gotta understand is this: how did a young man? 'Cause I know for a fact, my girl, my oldest,
Is it too much for you?
has a phone. She never go nowhere without that phone. That phone is glued to her hip 24/7, 365 days of the year. 7 days a week. Only time that phone is let loose when she's going to bed. Other than that, that phone's stuck to her. So I know that a young guy like Mr. Wells, his phone wasn't with him. His friends had it, and when the mother asked for it, why didn't the friends give it to her? I mean, that's the only thing you gotta do. Give her the phone. And then once they did give her the phone, it was almost deleted of all type of content of that day. Why? What was on that phone that was so terrible or so outrageous that they literally have to delete some of it? I ain't say they delete all of it. They delete something off that phone. Why would they need to do that? Now there is a theory or then that there was a confrontation between, I think, Nolan Wells' friends and a group of other people, or there was something going on with Nolan Wells and his friends. There was a conflict between them, and something happened. Most likely, there was kind of conflict between. I don't think there was a conflict between another group of people. I don't think, because if there really was like a fight or something between another group of people, his friends would be like, yo, there was a fight with a group of kids, we were all in it and whatnot, blah, 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 yada, yada, and this is what happened. They would have been on the phone right there. So that right there, I'm cutting that out. It was something that went on with Nolan Wells and the group of people he was with. Now some people saying that it was over a girl that one of the other friends liked, or she didn't like him, what have you. I'm just, but the gist was it was over a girl, and something happened after that. I don't believe that was over a girl. As me, there's a whole bunch of other girls on the thing. Maybe this one girl, this one guy liked, and she didn't like him. She rejected him and wanted to be with Mr. Wells. No. And I'm thinking that could be a scenario to think of, motive, a motive for what happened to him, or there was some type of disagreement on something. It got real heated, and he
just began falling right down like this. Now this is where the lay of the land becomes important.
There must have been a fight on that boat.
Pay attention to the
and
angles that you're using here. Don't just throw them in random.
Nolan got hurt, and nobody don't want to say.
Want this to sort of look like maybe there's a little
and I think this is my opinion. It's not falling into fact. It's just an opinion. So don't come after me talking about don't know what I'm talking about. But I think it was that kid, the judge's son. I forgot his name.
Okay. Now we can take just a clean knife.
I think it was that judge's son that did something to him, because there's no way in the world.
These also show different planes in the painting and help create the illusion of distance.
Because this judge is doing everything to keep her son out of the eye of them, out of the news eye of journalists in the news, and trying to cover up. I mean, why you want to cover? You're a judge. You're supposed to be partial. I don't understand that's your son. You want to do anything to keep your son safe. But the thing is,
So let's take some Van Dyke Brown
if your son did something,
and
he should be
a tree right there.
held accountable.
Just make a decision, drop it, go with it.
If you don't make him accountable for his
Whatever
actions,
in nature,
then he's
has
gonna be
personality.
all his life. He's gonna go around thinking that he can get away with anything. One day somebody's gonna take him out,
Just talk to a tree.
and then what you gonna do then?
All I'm trying to do is to get
You know what I'm
to
saying?
listen and to understand the beauty.
You gotta-
What makes a tree a tree? What makes each one different?
This lady gotta think about that for a minute. She gotta really think about this. And
Maybe he's got a little arm that lives right
if
here.
your son did something wrong, let him tell the truth. Let him out. Let him tell the truth,
There it goes. There.
so he could
Now,
it could
go
get
back in
it could
here,
be out
make this
there.
trunk a little bigger.
Because if he keeps dodging and diving, then going to somebody who's trying to
And we can begin putting
raise doubt and put everything on Nolan Wells, then you're doing your son a disservice.
with a thin oil to draw in all these small limbs.
Because Brandon Tan don't know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. And I looked at some of the stuff that he's been saying when he's doing on this case, and I looked at the case and looked at the files and stuff like that. Everything's online. Just check it out.
There's one. I see it right there. Goes right
That man don't know shit. Okay, he just trying to
there it is. Another one right there. So
make it look like he's a
imagination,
that it's his problem.
but have a
It's
basic
not.
understanding of what makes a tree.
It's Nolan's problem. It's
Now, let's
blaming
look
the
up
mother
the
for
yellow
what happened to Nolan instead of blaming the boys that was there.
And we can put a little bit of highlight on this
So
trunk,
Brandon Tatum,
just to make it
he don't
stand
know
out.
shit. Okay,
Just highlight the
He
side
just,
of the blackwood.
he just
You have to make determinations where
A
your light
yak.
source is, where the light's coming from throughout the whole painting.
just talk. He's a yak. Yak.
Now we can lay some
He's a yak.
dark color in here, and then we'll highlight the dark color, and that'll turn out to be.
So what's going on with you out there in the world today? How y'all feeling?
I'm using sap green.
Next week, Friday,
A touch of Prussian blue into it. Prussian blue will
I'm gonna do
really dark
I'm gonna do Vimple Fridays.
down
Now,
all
what
these
Vimple Fridays is,
and airy.
it's basically me
Got a little bit of the background behind.
not saying nothing for an hour.
Just barely touch the canvas.
Hopefully by this time,
Barely touch.
people start coming in,
Here and here.
want to come in and want to vent, want to talk about what's going on in their lives. Like, if you got a pet peeve about something, you could air it out here.
Maybe over here on
Just to get
this little limb,
get off some,
some dark
get
color.
something off your chest. You can do it right here.
Need the dark.
Put you on, cut off the comments,
Now we can go back here.
and let you have y'all say.
Let's use a pretty bright yellow here. A little bit of green in it, but mostly yellow.
Let y'all
Quite a bright color.
talk freely without
Background.
no interruptions.
Once again, leave this loose and airy. So we can see
So
it's
that
just-
way
there's a mountain back there.
you could air
Depth and interest.
whatever grievances you have, and nobody can say nothing to you.
Look at that. Just barely touch. Barely touch the canvas.
Let
Don't
you
get all that dark.
feel free to say whatever you want to say. That's what Vimful Fridays are.
Okay, make this a little bit right out in here, like so.
Let you have
And right over here, you need this light color to bring it out from the evergreens.
a way to vent yourself. So next Friday, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna let y'all talk, let y'all speak,
There we
what was on your mind, let y'all get it off your chest.
Fan brush.
Give y'all about
A little bit of the grassy area around his foot. Bring
About 15 minutes.
Like so.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
I think we have a
15 minutes of
interior. So let's take a little bit of the thin oil, a little bit of permanent red. Just sign this rascal.
15 minutes to really get whatever's on your chest off your chest to make you feel better. This is what this side YouTube is. A place for guys to vent
Here we have that one signed. And with that,
on this week events and stuff like that. And help them
See you next week. God bless.
help them, how can I say it? How to cope with that's a good way of saying it. That's how I say it. How to cope with the ongoing on in your life. If you got a pet peeve about something, you can at least say it without holding it in, more or less. Just get the get what you want to say off your chest. Let you feel like somebody's here listening to you. Just want that feeling of somebody actually listening to me without criticizing me or calling me names about how I'm feeling right about now. That's what Biffle Friday is about. This is about helping you release the tension and stuff that happened with you this week and let you feel good. So that'll be next Friday, people. So make sure you come. Make sure you be here next Friday to listen on. And I'm gonna start giving. I'm gonna try this again with the topic thing every. On YouTube, I'm gonna do a shorts, and I'm gonna ask about this week topic's gonna be. I want y'all want to be. I want all of y'all, my 3 fans. Thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. At least I know I got people who trying to help me out, blow up my channel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my channel over and start making it official. Right now, this is a side thing, but if I could get more and more people, more and more men, like I said, this is a men platform to help men, get away from everyday life, just for an hour, just to get them a way to release, get a breather, more or less, just to have guys have a breather.
Son of a gun. Can you believe it? Here we are on the last show of the series. When we did the first series, at the end of it, we had my son Steve come in and read us some questions, and we devoted the whole show to a question and answer period. And in that show, we tried to show people the way to correct
I'm looking at
problem areas.
I used to watch his show all the time on Bob Ross, Joy Payne on Channel 13. He's calling on Channel 13 now. They got a whole complete thing here on streaming channel and stuff.
Steve, glad to have you with us. Oh, thanks, Dad. Okay, let's get right in here and maybe we can get started. First question. Dear Bob, what is meant by use crisscross strokes to make the sky? Do you use crisscross strokes to make the water also? Okay, well, let's just go right up there in the canvas and I'll try to show you. Okay, Steve, float a little glue into your brush. What do you got there? A little glue? Okay. Now, let's go right up to the canvas. There we go. And as you notice, he's using both sides of the brush. He's just making little X's, just back and forth. By using both sides of the brush, we assure an even distribution of color. The canvas has already been covered with magic white, so it's picking that up.
Excuse me, I'm just looking at this.
Down toward the horizon, it's lighter in value. Now, Steve, the other part of the question is, do you use crisscross strokes to make the water? No, we do not. There we use strokes that come from the outside in. Steve, why don't we make a little bit of water there? Just come from the outside in. Okay, he's going to add a little bit of phthalo green to his color. Tiny bit. Now, pull from the outside in. There we go. And we want water to be level if it's still water. So by coming from the outside in, that happens automatically. And if you leave a little area open in the center when it pulls from the other side, when the painting's finished, that'll look like a sheen of light going across the water. There we go. Now, Steve, why don't you take a clean brush and just blend all that together for us. We'll see how that looks. Okay, now he's just using a clean, dry brush, still using little crisscross strokes, and blending the sky together. And you can blend it to any
Yo, this, y'all gotta understand.
little actions that happen
Back
in the sky.
in the early 80s, like 83, 84, Bob Ross was the man. He was like, he's the type of guy that
Just gently. We don't want to lose that light area in the center. So you can bring it together. That's it.
he was the type of man that you actually want
And go to the next question.
at the cookout.
Also, if there's any questions that we
Just be in the corner, just have a group of people just watching him paint. He was that type of that type of guy. You all right?
how do you make those fluffy little clouds?
You okay?
Those really are nice clouds. Let's see if we can get Steve to demonstrate once again how to make some clouds. So Steve, why don't you load your fan brush? Hold your palette over here so we can see it. And let's just load it full of it. There you are. See how full he's getting this a lot of titanium white. Okay, good. Now, use just the corner of the brush. There. See how he's using just the corner? And all you're worried about is a nice top. See what you put
Know what should happen? His son should come back and do revise the Joy of Painting again all over again. It would be so good. You gotta understand. Back in the day, Bob Ross was the man. Have him in the corner. You could put him. You could bring him to a black cookout. Put him in the. Say, get set us up in the corner. Have everybody just come up. Just everybody. So oh look, Bob Ross. Okay, go over there, sit in the corner, just look at him painting and talking to people. Anybody who wants to join in and stuff like that, they could do that.
Using just the corner of the brush, little tiny circles. Just blend the bottom of it out. Okay, now fluff it up.
I mean, yo, he's a cool dude. Yo,
Let's see here. What's the
when I heard that he passed, I was kind of upset though. I can say I had a tear coming out my eyes, bro. Because you understand,
probably the biggest mistake made.
I watch this man
Pressure when you put
when I'm sick or I'm down or something like that. When I didn't feel right,
we can actually see the
I watched his
What color do you use?
his show, and it was kind of. I mean, at first I didn't like it. I used to just, but after a while, it looked like it's just one of those shows that, at the time, really grew on you. It just grew.
Just take the big brush and you can just blend that right out. What Steve's doing there is scraping all the excess paint. The less paint you have, the better. Now we're just pulling it out and out. This does two things when you pull it out. It removes more of the excess paint, makes the next step easier, and it allows the mountain to blend as it goes down. Mountains are always more distinct at the top than they are at the bottom, if you can see the entire mountain. Good. Ozma can get real ugly.
Everything, I think he's the greatest. So far, I don't know no other painter other than Bob Ross. I know a black painter that died, also who passed on. But Scott, he's one. I like his paint too, but he wasn't like he. I never saw him do a TV show or something like that. They did documentaries of him, but that's about it. And to me, that was good. That was good. I'm not gonna knock that. He's a good painter too, but when it came to like TV shows, series, all that, Bob Ross, top tier. And I'm hoping that one day somebody in his family will come back on and start doing the Joy of painting. Probably call it the next generation of Joy of painting. That'll be great. So people, let me know what's going on with y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Put it down in the comments. How y'all feeling and stuff? What y'all been up to?
The stories that celebrate Black voices 24/7. See you on the side. Always on Maverick Black Cinema Channel. Watch free.
Excuse me. I mean, Bob was the man. You guys, don't seem to understand.
Let's use a little titanium like this evening.
Bob was a man. You got him.
Hold your trigger knife open. Let us take a close look at it.
So people,
Let's see what you have in the way of paint. Sort of rotate it.
I'm trying to think about something else.
Just a little paint right on the edge.
Like I said,
Now just barely touch. Now here's where
that's y'all towel.
too much pressure.
That's my towel.
All it is just the weight of the knife. And in your mind, think where light would strike the mountain. Looks like he's going to have to get it back in the background. This one's going to come all the way through. Good, we'll have some character in this mountain. Yeah, while Steve's doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about him because I don't think he'll tell you. Steve's 18 years old. He travels all around the country with you, teaching his fantastic method of painting. He's also a black belt in karate. It's good to have some protection.
Janice, go.
And now he's mixing up a shadow color. He's using a little bit of blue.
Come here.
Suppression blue white.
You can play and roll.
Yeah, my daughters.
We're gonna make them all. Yeah, we'll make them all in the background. It's fantastic that you can change your mind right in midstream like this. Now notice the angles here. Angles are very, very important. There we go. Okay, good. There's a little shadow on that little piece. If you wanted to create a little mist there, you just need to wash your brush real quick and show you how to create a little bit of mist. Now, I'm in a dangerous position here. He's going to get me. Now, when you create this mist, all you do is just barely tap. Just gently, gently tap. There. And always follow the angles in your mouth. Left upward, just takes out the tap marks, softens, creates the nice misty areas. Beautiful, Steve.
Yeah, this is great A stuff right here, yo. Sorry if I'm miserable, because like I said, I used to watch Bob Ross when I was a kid. I mean, I watch my cartoons and stuff. I love my cartoons. I love my Thundercats, my Silverhawks, my Transformers, my Tom and Jerry and things like that, Looney Tunes and things like that, He-Man and stuff like that.
So let's watch Steve.
That's what's missing today. That's the one. That's what was missing today.
Blue, brown, and white. On the 1-inch brush. And you notice he just mixed it on the brush. That way you have a multitude of colors.
I'm missing the nostalgia area of my view where
You get a close up here and watch what he does.
I don't mind the streaming services, but the thing is,
And put some character in your foothills. Don't have him just come straight across.
why
All the little hills and
did
valleys he's got in there.
the network TV stations took away the evening and Saturday morning cartoon shows and stuff like that just to
And this is just technical.
I mean,
There's several different ways to make it. You can use the brush.
okay, when I get home
It makes very nice foothills also.
from 12
Now he's going to lift gently up.
to 5,
It's really
it was cartoons.
very soft.
Believe it or not,
When you do this, use
school days, 12 to 5.
and do it in layers. Notice how he's working downward.
So you're talking about 5 hours of nothing but cartoons. And the only stations that had cartoons on from 12 to 5 in New York City that I know of was Channel 5 and Channel 11. They were the only two stations that had cartoons. Now on Saturday, it was all hands on deck. Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 9, and Channel 11 all had cartoons on at the same time. Some started at 5 o'clock in the morning. Some started a little bit later, like 6 to 8. But it was like from all morning long on a Saturday. It was cartoons to 12 o'clock. Then after that, Channel 5. Dun 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 dun. Martial arts. I mean, yo, we watch martial arts. We watch Bruce Lee, 5 Deadly Venoms, 36 Chambers. Got underwear on. Good night. Give me a second.
I can't see
I'm alive. Yeah, my kids are still up. They should be in bed by now, but usually sometimes I let them stay up a little bit later. 'Cause 10 o'clock is the bedtime, but it's Saturday, we ain't got nothing to do. They usually, I let them stay up just a little bit, just to give them some time to really unwind and stuff, because they go to this some rising program from 8 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening. So they out. It's like that's like a school day right there. That used to be our school days when I was young. We used to yes, when we used to go to school on a weekday, 8 o'clock we had to be in school, and we didn't get home till 5. And we go then. First thing we do when we get home, take off our clothes, get a quick bite to eat, and start our homework.
Roughly 3/4 of an inch. If it won't stand up by itself like that, chances are.
And the thing is, teachers
there should be no oil running.
will
Very dry, firm paint. If we start with a very firm paint,
and teachers used to
because a thin paint, we can stick to it.
collect our homeworks. I mean, some of y'all know this. Some of y'all Gen X know this. When you get home, when you go back to school the next day, you have to turn in your work. If you don't turn in work, you get marked down for incomplete. And usually, if you when you
Even if you have
do
moderate to severe eczema,
don't do you have all incompletes in your work, you fail. You actually failed the class. You you failed the class, even though you get like hundreds and stuff on your test. If you don't bring in your homework like you're supposed to,
after the first dose,
you failed the course.
many even saw 90%
And
clear
so
skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin
I'm not saying I was the smartest boy in the bunch, but I always got my homework in, and he will critique. Teachers will critique and tell me this is right, this is wrong. You should explain this, especially when you had like essays and reports to do. Sometimes, say when I was in high school, I think I had to do a 2-3 page book report. I had to have it in by a certain day, and if I didn't have it in a certain day, that was part. That was like not a big part of my grade, but it was a significant amount of my grade, and I had to have that. And if I didn't have it in at that time, I would have gotten in trouble, and I would have felt the course. And so I tried my best not to fail that fail that fail that course, fail the class. Even with part of the class we failed, that means you had to go to summer school. I don't know how many times I had to go to summer school because it wasn't because I didn't do the homework. I did the homework. It was either incomplete. I've turned it in, but it would be either it could be because I didn't do all of it, or I did some of it, and I get partial points, which would be good. I'd rather get partial points than get no points. But you get partial points, or I failed the exam. Now, when you get partial points and say that you failed the exam, where everything gets added up, and they calculate and add everything up, and if you don't get that high mark, then you screw. So what you need, so in cases with me, what I used to do, I get the highest grade, highest score on the test. Because we used to get midterms and finals. And like in between we'll get the thing Hold on.
And all we've done is
Yeah, that's my. If you hear this, yeah, my youngest one's in the. Hey!
Very dark, very nice color. You can take the brush and pull the reflections down just a little bit. Watch what happens when you do this.
Yes, my. If y'all heard, that was my youngest daughter in the shower singing. But I try to tell them, listen, if I'm on a thing, please be respectful and quiet down while I'm doing my live stream. Cause one, they supposed to be in bed. They shouldn't be doing that while I'm up. That's showing me a lot of disrespect, and they shouldn't be doing that. I let y'all stay. I let them stay up and stuff like that. And I want them to give me the respect. Stay quiet. Don't say nothing. If you have to say something to me, let me know. Tap me on my shoulder, and don't just how got it. No, tap me on my shoulder. I'll stop what I'm doing, and I'll answer you. I answer your question or do your request, but I do your request after I'm finished doing what I'm doing. That's how I do things. Well, like I said, I started a little late. I apologize. Please forgive me. Like I said, I had to do a little running around here and there, getting everything set up for the girls so they could take their shower and stuff. Cause they always take showers, but the thing is, they wasn't. First, they said they wasn't gonna take a shower. They just gonna go just wash their face and hands and certain areas of their body and stuff like that and call it a day. But all of a sudden now they want to take showers. So I'm like, so I have to prep the tub for them so they can take their showers and stuff like that. And I let them. They love being clean, so I'm go for that. Let them take their shower, let them wash up and everything, and they go lay down, rest, and go to sleep.
Good. Look at the amount of paint. It's very, very full. Okay. Start at the very top, because you want that to be the brightest part of your bush and tree. Begin laying in your highlight. And you need little patterns in here. Don't just throw them at random. Now with the color that you pick up on your brush, you can go back through the yellows that he's using. Sort of change it a little bit. Maybe.
So yeah.
What are we going to do here? I'm going to drop my brush over here. Good. Isn't that a beauty? Once you have a little sap green to that, let's see what we get. Take a little more of the magic white and the paint down.
You know that.
Okay, which one are you going to do now? Oh, probably the one in here. Once again, go slightly above the dark. You don't want any shadows on top.
Yeah, my oldest one with my phone, but the thing is, my phone got a timer on it, and I use the timer on my phone. In case if I had to look up something, at least I have my phone here by my side so I can look it up and I can bring it to y'all and stuff like that. But yeah, my phone has a timer on it, and I use it, and I'm using the timer on my phone. And whatnot. I don't like when I'm doing my shows. I have my phone with me just in case something happens. I can fast track and look it up myself and see what's said.
Just reverse the brush. You just put a basic bush tree right down into the water. Very gently. Don't have to use much pressure here.
That one drink, yeah. Now I'm not sick, people. I'm not sick. No, I'm not gonna throw up. Just that my my belt is very. I have everything tight on me, so my belt's kind of tight and it's on my stomach, and I'm sitting down. So I'm doing my stomach, it's squeezing in, and that's what's making me feel nausea and kept on belching and stuff like that. It's a simple fact that my
So I'm gonna have Steve.
That's making me really uncomfortable and stuff like that. But the show must go on. I'll have to keep it up till the show's over that I can just or loosen the belt, loosen the my pants, let my gut hang, let the feel free. But the thing is, I'm not doing that right now, so I gotta deal with the pain. I have to deal with it and everything. So yeah, I got to. That's how I don't sag my pants down my butt. I think that's tacky and unappropriate. I don't want people to show. I don't want to show people my underwear. I think that's the most stupidest thing for fashion sense I ever saw in my life. I'm starting to see girls do it. Want to show off underwear and stuff. God, they wearing boy shorts and want to show it off, like show their butt and stuff. Unless you want somebody to walk up behind you and bend you over, that goes for both boys and girls. Then you don't want to put your pants down your butt. It reminds me about this song that's it's like it's been viral for some time, but I like it. It sounds it sounds crazy, but if you listen to it, you feel like it's crazy. Let me see if I could get up here on the phone.
A beautiful little painting here just showing the answers to the questions.
Matter of fact, I'll do one better. I'll go right to YouTube.
That breaks up that long straight edge, makes it a little more pleasing to the eye. Now, with a clean pointed knife, we can just cut in a few little sticks and bushes. So you just take the point of the knife and cut some little sticks in the bushes.
On Halloween, there will be a nigga, you gon' take his pain. He's big and black, he will take your candy. That nigga's name is Big Dick Randy. Big Dick Randy, he take booty, not just candy. He dress up like he a granny, then he be waiting for niggas to walk off alone. He make sure they ain't near no home. He sneak up and he let out a... On Halloween, there will be a nigga, you gon' take his... On Halloween... Mind telling me who you are, sir? My name's Randy. Randy is the one
Yo, Nathaniel, who is Big D Randy?
on Halloween.
Who's out there?
They call me
Halloween.
on
Big Randy is a meme. Big Randy is a meme now. It's now become a trend to post the 40 block.
nigga, you
Trunk in there with some sandbag. Really put some highlights on here. Now, when you're at home, you can use any color that you want to create all this beautiful little highlights.
On Halloween, there will be a nigga, you gon' take his pain. He's big and black, he will take your candy. That nigga's name is Big Dick Randy. Hey, Big Dick Randy, he take booty, not just candy. He dress up like he a granny, then he be waiting for niggas to walk off alone. He make sure that you're no home. He sneak up and he let out a moan. He rip off your booty and then he is gone. I remember one day, it was like 2012. It was Big Randy, I could just tell. He took my booty and I couldn't yell. I got to the house, mama said, where is your ass? And where is your candy? And I said, mama, it was Big Dick Randy. He came out of nowhere. On God, he appeared, and then he ran off on my rear. He took my whole booty and all of my candy, but you should be lucky that I'm even here. Randy's the real deal. He usually finished the kill. I guess I got lucky. I don't know how I made it out of there alive before that big nigga could fuck me. Randy is the one. Hide your daughters and hide your sons. Randy is the one. Hide your daughters and hide your sons. No, get away from me!
Now I'm gonna tell you like this: if I get some type of flag on this stream because of this, YouTube, you piece of shit. This is on your.
I'd like to also
This is your. This is on your feed. This is on YouTube.
the station that have worked so hard.
If you could see, I'm gonna try to show y'all.
A great deal of time. They work very hard. And I think they produce a quality product. So on behalf of
See?
all of us here,
This is YouTube.
I wish each and every one of
This is YouTube, people. So if
God bless.
I'm letting y'all know right now, if YouTube says something, I'm gonna say, listen, y'all have it on here yourselves. This is y'all thing. Y'all got it on here, and I'm just playing what's on y'all own. I'm on YouTube on my laptop, and I'm on YouTube on my phone. I'm playing on my phone. So y'all can't say nothing. Y'all can't say nothing. If y'all do, I'm gonna get y'all. Hold on 1 minute.
I'm really trying to improve my flexibility.
Super broadband. A new era of business internet.
Well, it's almost time for us to go. Like I said, I apologize for the very lateness. I was just doing my fatherly duties, and I'm just getting around to doing everything and whatnot. I'd like to thank everybody, like my 30 plus subscribers, subscribe to my channel. Hope y'all telling other gentlemen and young men to come onto my channel and join me so I can build up my platform. That's it. The brief has set. The tide I stopped moving. The waves stopped moving. The wind stopped blowing. The trees stopped swaying. Everything is silent. Everything is quiet. Everybody's resting. Doing our Lord and Savior. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up and see y'all next week Friday. Well, Friday we will have our Vimple Friday. So till then, this is Mr. Hurry saying peace. Y'all have a good night or a safe life. Y'all going out. And always remember, John shot second. All right? Peace.